What is going on, guys? It is Brandon, the Fit Crypto, helping you make those crypto gains. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today, I'm going to be hitting you guys with 5 skills that you need in order to not only survive, but thrive in these crazy cryptocurrency markets. I put together these 5, in my mind, traits that one must possess if they are to, navigate the crazy volatility and, the wild, wild west nature of these crypto markets. So please note they're not in any particular order, so keep that in mind. As well as I'm not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice, this is my opinion, do whatever you want to do, and I'm not guaranteeing any sort of financial outcome if you do have these skills or you do decide to learn these skills. Now that that's out of the way, let's dive into it. Okay guys, so the first skill that you're going to need in order to survive the crypto markets is you need to be very risk tolerant and know how to manage your risk, okay? Because the crypto markets are they're high reward, it also comes with a very high risk. At least in its current state here in early 2018. So when I say manage risk, I mean it from kind of 2 points. From a portfolio standpoint, in which you diversify your portfolio, you hedge your bets with safer investments if you're going to be speculating in the smaller cap coins, as well as just from a big picture kind of personality perspective. You need to be very tolerant of risk because just the nature, the volatility of the markets. Every day is a new day. One day you're up 40%, the next day you're down 40%. So it is a roller coaster ride when it comes to risk and everything. So you do need to have a very high tolerance for risk. And now I could make a point that it is actually a less risky investment to invest in a new technology than an old crumbling system. But for the purpose of this video, that point may not come to light for the average person to see for maybe another few years down the line. So just for the purpose of this video and in its current the current crypto market status here in early 2018, you do need to have a very high tolerance for risk and know how to manage your risk from a portfolio standpoint, as well as just a kind of your human nature standpoint. Okay guys, so the second skill that you're going to need in order to survive the crypto markets is you need to be able to handle your emotions and make rational decisions, okay? And when I say handle your emotions, I mean if you see a coin that is going up, it's 24-hour percent change, is 50%, 75%, even doubling, you need to know, you need to be able to control yourself and not chase after the market in situations like that, as well as, if a coin drops 50%, you need to be able to control yourself and not, go into chaotic panic selling because you think the market is gonna crash or whatnot, okay? And a way that I, handle the emotions that come up, I mentioned this in a previous video, is before you invest, kind of set big picture stop limit points for yourself. So if you see, if one of your coins doubles, set a decision for yourself to, sell maybe half of that coin when it doubles, or if it drops in half, know what you're gonna do before these market scenarios come into play. So that way, when they do inevitably happen, you will already have a kind of plan enacted, a decision that you're gonna make that was created before you invested when you were in a rational state of mind, because when emotions come into play, it can be hard to suppress them, and they're very powerful when it comes to investing, but you do not want to invest or make any decisions based on emotion. So try to have plans enacted for certain market scenarios that come into play, and all you have to do when they do happen is execute your plan, okay? So number 2, make sure that you can handle your emotions, and one way to do that is have a plan enacted for certain market scenarios that will cause your emotions to rise up. Okay guys, so the third skill that you're gonna need to survive the crypto markets is you need to have at least a very basic fundamental level understanding of the blockchain technology, as well as how these coins or projects are utilizing the blockchain technology, okay? Now, I am not one to really explain blockchain technology. There are countless videos that can explain it better than I can, because I'm not a developer, I'm not a programmer, I'm not really a tech guy, tech nerd, okay? So it's not really my forte, so I'm not really one to explain it. So go watch videos if you don't know what the blockchain technology is. Other people can explain it way better than I can. But you wanna make sure you know what you're investing in, okay? Because, if you're just investing for the money, when the market's down and you're losing money, and if all you're in it is for the money, then, you might, pull out because you're not making money. But if you're in it for the technology and you understand blockchain, at least from a fundamental level, you will know that it's the future, and you won't worry when these, these crashes or these crazy volatility instances happen, okay? And don't just take my word for it. If you've ever watched the show Shark Tank, which I'm sure a lot of people have, I'm just going to use the example. These millionaire, billionaire entrepreneurs, investors, they will not invest in something that they don't understand or an industry that they're not really into. I've seen it countless times where they'll go out of a deal, they won't even make a deal just merely due to the fact that they have no knowledge of the industry that the product is in, or they're not interested in the the product itself or the industry that they're in, okay? So don't just take my word for it. These millionaire, billionaire investors, they have this mindset. If they don't understand the technology, they're not going to invest in it, okay? So I recommend that you do the same. Think like a millionaire investor, okay? Okay guys, so the fourth skill that you're going to need in order to survive the crypto markets is you need to be able to make your own decisions independent of any external influences that may hit you. And I don't mean don't listen to anybody, don't just go into it thinking you know everything. All I'm saying is that, I say this in every video, there's a lot of noise going on, okay? And you need to be able to know how to discern fact from opinion and true information from misinformation, okay? So don't just do something because someone says it. Utilize all of these YouTubers, these blogs, everything that you're hearing, Twitter, social media, utilize all of this as research tools, okay? Get facts from them, kind of analyze what you hear, and learn how to make your own decisions, okay? And I can't stress this enough because the whole point of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency is to, it has to do with our individual sovereignty, okay? We no longer need these entities to hold our money or tell us what to do or control us, okay? That's the whole point of blockchain and cryptocurrency, is so you can become your own person. And the best way to start doing that and to start thinking in that mindset is to realize that all of these external influences, they can be either good or bad, okay? If you just straight listen to other people without doing your own research, it could turn out bad. But if you use them properly and strategically, use them as research tools, use them to get your information, efficiently and concisely, but then do your own analysis, do your own research and reasoning, and then come to your own conclusion based on what you hear, okay? So number 4, make sure that you can make your own decisions independent of whatever that you're hearing, but use those external influences to learn and draw your own conclusions. Okay guys, so the 5th and final skill that you need to survive the cryptocurrency markets is not so much a skill per se, as it is more a general awareness of kind of what is going on as well as the purpose of blockchain technology. And this is an awareness that the current entities in power, such as the banks, the governments, the corporations, the media, you need to have an awareness that these entities, they are not your friends, okay? They're not looking out for you, okay? They're looking out for themselves at your expense, okay? That is one of the key takeaways from cryptocurrency and blockchain, is that the decentralization aspect is very appealing to people, and it's because these entities, like I said, they do not have your best interest in mind. And I can tell you from a fact, I used to work in corporate law. The firm, we did a lot of corporate fraud cases, and I saw behind the scenes how these entities operate, and they're evil, they're corrupt, and they're only looking out for themselves, okay? You are not their friends no matter what they try to tell you, okay? So you need to have an understanding that these current entities in power, they're not looking out for you, they do not have your back, okay? And so you need to understand the purpose of blockchain technology is to rid ourselves of their control and their power. And that, in my mind, is really a true purpose of blockchain technology. And I mentioned it in my previous point. It's so you can become your own person. You don't need a bank to hold your money and tell you what you can and can't do with your money, charge you money to take your own money out, and all that BS, okay? And that is honestly, I will be honest, is probably the biggest driving factor for me being in cryptocurrency. The money's great, the finance side of it's great, the investing, it's all fun, but at the end of the day, what really drives me is the fact that cryptocurrency and blockchain is giving the average person like you and I the ability to take these entities out, okay? And that in my mind is just, it's an amazing cause, it's an amazing purpose for this technology. And I think it's a very important skill and just kind of an awareness and mindset that you should have in knowing that the current power structures are not here to serve you, and that the blockchain technology is here to serve you. It's here to help take out these current power structures and restore power back to people like you and I, okay? So number 5, understand that current power structures are not here to help you, and the blockchain technology is here to help free you from their control. Okay guys, that is gonna do it for me. There are your 5 skills that you need in order to survive and thrive in the cryptocurrency markets. Once again, as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support. I will be diving further into these points in later videos. I will probably be making a video per point to dive into it a little bit more thoroughly, give you guys examples and teach you guys how you can kind of hone and perfect these skills. But until then, I'm gonna be signing off. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Peace, and keep making those crypto gains.